Okay, great, great, great. It's a pleasure to have you here again, and that's you and you and you, right? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time you're watching this video. Now we're going to be talking about risk management, all what you need to know about risk management. Risk management is very, very important because in every business there is that element of risk. Even in life, there's that element of risk. So we need to be able to know how to manage risk because at the end of the day, we're all going to have losses, right? So once we understand how to manage this risk, our losses will be well minimized. Very key. So our losses will be what? Our losses will be well minimized. So we need to know how to calculate our risk appropriately so that when we have losses, it won't blow up the account. Very key, right? So now with that said, how to minimize risk is very key, right? And that's why we're here. And there's a calculation for that in order to know how to calculate. This has to do with the volume, which is also known as the lot size or the trading size or what you call the transaction size, right? And if you click on the link below, you can watch the free beginners course, right? That would enlighten you more on how to calculate this the proper way. Very key. Now, apart from how to minimize our risk, we also obviously need to know how to maximize our profit, right? So we have the risk and then we have the reward, right? So we have the stop loss and then we have the take profit. Now, which one do you think is more important? Do you think it is about the loss, right? Or do you think it is the profit? Which one do you think is more important? If you think about it, I'm sure some of us might be saying profit. But think very well, right? Think very well. If you're going for profit and you do not protect yourself based on minimizing of the losses and you end up blowing your account, you wouldn't have any money to make money. For you to make money, you need money. So the first thing that we all need to do, which is more important, is to ensure that we protect our account. And for us to protect our account, we need to ensure that our losses are minimal. Very key. So also how to maximize profit is key, is also important, more or less. All we have to do over here is to ensure that our pips, right? Ensure that our pips for take profit is more than the pips for stop loss, right? Once you subscribe to that free beginners course, once again, you get all the information on pips, how to determine the pips, how the pips works, how to properly calculate the volume, and also even how to use the lot size table and so on. So now what is risk? Right? Now risk is knowing the dangers of something, but you still go ahead. So why do you go ahead? You go ahead because of the reward at the end of the day. Now look at it like you're walking on this tightrope. Obviously not everybody can do this, but if you can do this, the reward will be massive, right? So that means that you need to ensure that this is well calculated. And for you to calculate this, you need to look at the shoe that he's wearing, the clothes he's wearing, the umbrella and the way he's spreading his arms for balance. So everything has to be well calculated at the end of the day. Now, these are just a few examples of this risk, right? Like the Formula One racer, or maybe the bullfighter, or whatever the risk might be. Now, don't forget, we keep on saying it has to be a well calculated risk. Now, I'm not saying I'm not saying go and put your head inside or inside a lion. Don't put your head inside a lion's mouth, please. That risk is something else. That is a risk that I can't even take. Right? I'm not that brave. I don't know what to say. But our risk at the end of the day has to be calculated. That means that for what this guy is doing, he has done this and practice, and then he knows what he's doing, right? Because for you to just wake up one day and want to put your head inside the mouth of a lion, then you know that person obviously is crazy. And I'm sure you're not crazy. I'm not crazy. Nobody's crazy, right? So let's continue. Now we're still talking about this risk management, and we need to look at this in front of us. What we have in front of us now, think about it. Is this person actually calculating his risk? No. No, he's not. Because with what he's doing here, he's going to blow this account. Right? Some people know about the risk, but they're not doing it the proper way. If you do not do it the proper way, then what will happen? Then you end up blowing the account at the end of the day. And trust me, in this foreign exchange market, you can make plenty of money fast, and you can also lose your money very fast as well. And it is paramount and key that we do not lose all our money, right? Because we need to have funds that we will still use to place trades and make money at the end of the day. So this risk is key, and we need to ensure that we calculate it. And the reward, of course, will be given at the end of the day. It doesn't mean you have to have gone to Harvard to have studied accounting or finance or any of those subjects. It just makes sense, right? Even a farmer knows this, or a tailor, or anybody that is just doing a basic job. Everybody knows that based on your risk, right, that your reward obviously has to be more. And also based on your risk, you need to ensure that it is minimal enough in order to still bring in enough reward, enough money at the end of the day. And don't forget, we keep on saying that it must be calculated. And now look at it this way: if you don't take any risk, what happens? No reward. And we all want reward. You are watching this video because you want to know more. You want to know more about the business of forex trading, so that you can realize profit, you can realize reward at the end of the day. That means that you must take risk. If you've been trading for a while and you've been having blown accounts, you've been having so much losses, and you are afraid to take trades anymore, you're afraid to trade the foreign exchange market, then obviously there's not going to be reward for you. So how are you going to make money? For you to make money, you need to take risk. But you need to ensure that those risks are well calculated. Look at it this way: for us to reduce our risk, there's certain things that we must all do. Right? There's certain things that we must all do. As an example, you want to cross the road now. Right? You must calculate. You must calculate, and then from your calculations, you do your analysis and find out. As I'm about to cross this road now, the car, where is the car? Any incoming car rather. If there's any incoming car, how far is it? How near is it? You look left, you look right, and then you look left again. And then if the coast is clear, then you can cross. Now, this is how to ensure that you reduce your risk. We're not saying that even doing it this way that you will not have any risk whatsoever. That's why we said in this business we are all going to have losses, and it's not a cause, it's part of the business. So as we're all going to have losses, we need to ensure that those losses are well minimized, right? And look at this over here. Can you minimize your risk this way, right? Walking across the road in this manner, right, with your attention level not that high. This is not good, right? Some traders now decide not to use what we call a stop loss, because the stop loss is going to help us reduce our risk. And then they don't use a stop loss, and then they say that they're monitoring the trades. This is a common thing when it comes to scalpers. They say they're monitoring the trade because they're going to be in and out within seconds or a few minutes. And then anything can happen. You could have breaking news, and when we have breaking news, what happens? The market goes crazy, and then you don't have stop loss. Maybe that might even be the time that you just got up briefly to get a glass of water or to use the restroom, and then before you come back, you see that the market has gone crazy while you were not there. And then before you know it, you start saying, it's like this market is watching me. It's like they're watching me. They were waiting for me to get up so that they can do what they want to do. They knew I was not using a stop loss. But no, this is not the proper way to trade. We need to ensure that we calculate. We need to ensure that we use the proper stop loss, right? The proper stop loss will ensure that even when we have losses, that these losses are minimal. This is how to reduce our risk. And if we don't use the stop loss, then I'm sorry, you're going to blow that account. It's like driving. If you don't use the brakes, what's going to happen? You're going to total that car. You're going to crash that car, and before you know, that car is a write-off, right? So these are the things that we need to do. Yeah, it's just common knowledge. Think about it, right? Before you can get to your final destination of counting the dollars, you need to be sure that the little dollars that you have in your possession, you can protect them. It's like football. In a football, you have the defenders, the attackers, and also the goalkeeper. If you notice, in every football team, they always put a lot of emphasis on the defenders and goalkeeper. You will never see a football match where they have 5 attackers and then they have maybe like the remaining defenders and midfielders. No, at times you could even have one attacker, and you could have like maybe 4 midfielders and 5 defenders to protect That's the key word over here, to protect. And you too must ensure that you protect your account by using a stop loss. And then we also need to know how to calculate our risk by knowing how to get the proper volume. The volume, as we said earlier, is known as the lot size, known as the trading size, known as the transaction size. And then the formula is simply the amount that we're risking. The amount that you're risking is gotten from your account balance. If your account balance is $1,000 as an example, you cannot decide to risk $2,000 because you don't have up to that. So if your account balance is $1,000, you can decide, hey, I want to risk maybe 1%. 1% will be $10. So that means that the amount risk will be $10. And then the stop loss that you are going to be using here in this formula, right, is gotten from your analysis. It is your analysis that will tell you when to enter. It is your analysis that will tell you the stop loss in pips to use, and also the take profit in pips to use as well. And then we have 1/10. This 1/10 is a constant in order to get the proper volume. So now the volume formula is the amount that we're risking divided by stop loss multiplied by 1/10, and then you get your formula, right? You get your volume, also known as transaction size, even as a plus, right? Once again, don't forget the free beginners course. All of this information is there and more, right? And we have live examples as well. Now, apart from getting your volume, in order to check back and be sure that your volume is correct, we have what is known as a lot size table, where we have different lot sizes like the standard lot size, the mini lot size, and then the micro lot sizes. Now, this lot size will help you to know whether you have gotten the proper lot size to use, because at times you might easily make a mistake, right? Some people might, instead of writing 20 divided by 100, which should give us I believe that should be 0.02 or something, 21/5, that should give us 0.2. Instead of writing 0.2, you can see how easy it was for me to make a mistake. Somebody can make a mistake and just say 2. Obviously 2 is higher than 0.2 and 0.02, and then if it's a loss, it means that you're going to have a higher loss at the end of the day. If you're having higher losses, then that means that you're not minimizing, right? Because your calculation is wrong, right? So if we've been able to enlighten you about the risk management and how to calculate it, please ensure to click on the subscribe button, hit the like button as well, put a comment, let's reply you, let's enlighten you some more. Because if you want to make money, trust me, you can make money in this business. And this business is actually one of the best. I keep on telling people that this business is one of the best. Why? Because you can do this online. Today is the 13th of May 2020, and we're still battling the COVID-19, the pandemic that still has people on lockdown. For me, well, I work from home, so I'm at home. People can't go to the office, so as they can't go to the office, their businesses are suffering and they can't make money. But for you, learning how to trade the foreign exchange market, the online foreign exchange market, the proper way, you can do this from the comfort of your home. But the knowledge, the information, how to go about this is key, is paramount. With what we have given you now, and with subscribing to the free beginners course with the link below, you are good to go. And if you have any questions based on the videos that you watch, or you have watched, or you will watch, don't forget to always hit us up, send or put up a comment, and I'll reply you, right, in good time. So I want to say thank you for attending this quick one. Thank you for, I keep on saying thank you for attending. I'm always thinking this is a webinar. And I normally conduct webinars more or less every day, right? So thank you for watching this video. Ensure to subscribe. Watch this video over and over and over again. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye for now. Goodbye.